Sam Wilson here, Sam's Antique Motors. Thought I'd give a little update on the 1972 Jimmy four-wheel drive. We've pretty much got the chassis buttoned up. We got everything back as OEM as we can get it. Got the air conditioner condenser in here, the radiator. This is the original radiator. It was protected by the condenser of the other one, which was completely trash. But got the original radiator back in it. All the air conditioning, dryers and lines run back in there like they're supposed to be. Completely redid all of the chassis, every nut and bolt. We've taken great pains to come in here and put all these brackets back where they're supposed to go. So these are all the heat shields on the spark arresters, all the way down to the one down on the motor mount for the cables. Documented all these lines the way they were run, put them all back where they were supposed to be. Got all the lines for transmission cooler, everything run. Rebuilt the carburetor, used yellow chromate to put all the brackets back gold like they were supposed to be. Pretty much got everything back on this motor the way it should be. Got the decals on it, got the date coated water hose on it, upper and lower. Both of those are date coated. Ran all the brake lines, rebuilt the transfer case. This is the MP205 transfer case. Got that all rebuilt, including this really crazy U-joint right here, which has actually got 3 U-joints in it. Got all that run in there right. And we rebuilt the rear axle, complete new brake setup, new shocks. Had either a dealer installed or an aftermarket gas tank that was really pretty much a wreck. So we went back with the original gas tank, got all of the vapor recovery lines put back in it the way it's supposed to be. Waiting on a locking ring for the fuel sender. We'll get that hose hooked up. Got new bumpers on it. These didn't have the proper rear bumper. It had a aftermarket bumper on it, so we went back with the proper bumper. Had new springs made. These have got a 1-inch lift on them. New springs, new shackles. Took a lot of pain to document where all the little clips are on these fuel lines, and restored all the original clips, put them all back in there exactly where they were. I put a lot of effort on making that happen. Pretty unusual. This has the original heat shield and the riser tube going up to the air cleaner. So put all that back the way it's supposed to be. We put a 10DN regulated alternator. It actually requires a regulator, so we'll get the regulator, which goes over here on this firewall. Found a correct 10DN. It's a 60 amp, I believe. Power steering, all the hoses in there. Engine's completely rebuilt with a short block. Got the original fan shroud back in it, and came down on all these axles, rebuilt all the front end. These are the original brake calipers, put new ball joints, new steering stabilizer, new tie rod ends. Went through all the front end, the locking hubs, and waiting for the chrome rings back from the chrome plater. But pretty much got everything on this thing back the way it should have come from the factory, looking pretty tight. So we're gonna wrap this project up, get it covered up so nothing happens to it, and we're gonna get back on trying to bring the body to some level of completion. So there you have it. It took about 150 hours to tear this thing down, laser clean everything, properly rebuild the axles, brakes, transfer case. We had a short block built by outsourced provider, but brought the short block in, put the correct intake manifold on it. So about 150 hours to get to this stage.
Download the Resto-Rat app today to begin managing, tracking, and documenting your restoration project.